And after falling into that territory yesterday, stocks, as you see, continue to fall.
Investors are monitoring the Russian-Ukraine crisis and the impact of new economic sanctions.
What does this all mean for you and your retirement plan? Moses Altsech is back with us from the UW-Madison School of Business. Moses, welcome back.
Hi, Moses. Good to see you.
Thank you. It's good to be back. I'll tell you all about it.
So what's your reaction to what's happening with the markets?
Well, it's pretty much expected, right? The one thing that markets hate is uncertainty. So it doesn't matter what the source of it is. Is there going to be a recession? Is there going to be a war? Is there going to be, how long is the pandemic going to last? Uncertainty makes markets jittery and markets fall, as you said. So we may be in correction territory, but I think the more important question is for how long, what's causing it, and what the consequences overall for the economy are going to be. And I think that's the important question.
What does it mean to be in correction territory?
Well, when you have an index that falls 10% or more than 10% from its most recent 52-week high, that's considered to be in correction territory. But you don't need a war or potential war in Ukraine for correction to happen. It can be caused by a lot of things, and people will tell you that these things are cyclical to some extent, and they'll happen. We've had devastating drops in the stock market before. For those of us, for the youngsters who don't remember, in 1987 we had the Dow drop by 25% in a single day. That'd be the equivalent of an 8,500-point drop in one day today. And you know what? Pinch yourself. We're still alive to tell the story. So, as harrowing as it is, I don't want to make light of it. We're going to be okay.
Does this trickle down to things like gas prices and inflation and grocery prices?
Yeah, well, there's no question that, especially if there's a full attack by Russia, there's going to be a spike in energy prices because they're a big energy source. There's going to be an increase in food prices. The inflation that we're desperately trying to contain may be less contained, and the stock market is going to continue to be jittery and perhaps drop some more. But I tell you, for all the disruptions that could happen, even from a full-scale war in Ukraine, the disruption is going to be nowhere near as bad as it was when COVID hit in 2020. So is it going to hurt? It's going to hurt. But it's not going to hurt as bad, and it's certainly not going to hurt as long.
What do you think the Federal Reserve will do to deal with this stubborn inflation that you just referred to? Do you think interest rates are going to go up again?
Yeah, obviously it really depends, right? Because the theory is that you increase interest rates and you slow things down a little bit, and inflation is in check. But if external factors like perhaps war in Europe, the largest since World War II, it makes those measures ineffective, it's anybody's guess, how far the Fed will go, or whether it will consider this an artificial spike in the short run and perhaps take a more of a wait-and-see approach. There's no doubt that interest rates are going to go up. We've been expecting that, and they're gonna. But how much is really up in the air. And as for energy prices, Europe is going to bear the brunt of that. We're going to see less steep increases than the Europeans are, but even there, winter's on its way out. So they're going to need less energy than they might have if this was happening in December. As much as they're going to hurt in the short run, this is an opportunity for them to diversify and think of other energy sources. By the time next winter rolls around, they're going to be in a much better position to handle that. So the long-term effect is going to be less bad than the prophets of doom are predicting.
A lot of uncertainty out there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Moses, good to see you again. Hopefully I will come back and talk to you about how good the market's doing.
In the studio.
We got to stop meeting like this. No more crises.
All right, Moses, thank you.
Thanks, Moses. Appreciate your time.